So the Abyss Farm strategy has been very effective, which is of course very well documented right now. But here I want to go over a budget-friendly, very casual-friendly guide in order for you to maximize your profits, which I've been going through over just a couple of days. It's an insane amount of divines. So let's go over what we got to do. First step will be you will need 3 tablets. Our first tablet will be none other than the unique Abyss tablet. This you will have to obviously be buying on the trade site, which can vary from 4 Orb of Annulments up to 8, depending on how many map or additional Abyss pits you do get in your map. So spend what resource you have available. You can run even the lowest on 14. It is still very effective. So ensure you have that. Our next tablet will be a standard Abyss tablet. Now, I do not personally buy any tablets on the trade site. I use my own tablets, whatever drops, because I am doing very budget friendly. So pick up all your Abyss tablets and you will Regal Orb and Exalt Orb, all of them, and all you need is one stat. The stat you do need is increased chance for abyssal monsters to have in-map, to have abyssal modifiers. That is your most important one to have on your map tablet. Of course, having rarity, increased rare monsters, effectiveness, all that is very good to have as additional stats, but if it does not have the abyssal modifier stat on it, do not use the tablet and carry on until you do get a tablet with that. Of course, this is not a min-max guide. There is plenty of other better guides out there, so utilize those stats if you really want to spend a lot of divines for higher tier tablets, which I, again, as I say, I do not use. I only use what drops for me personally, and then this maximizes our raw profit, if you want to call it that, as we go. Onto your one and your last tablet, which will be a Delirium tablet. For me, again, I haven't really worried too much on the stats because they don't drop that much for me. I just use whatever it has, but your very big focus should of course be rarity, will be fantastic to have. Increased rare monsters is very good, and then I also like to have the Delirium fog dissipates a bit slower. That helps keep your Delirium up, which we'll go over when I'm in the map. So those 3 tablets, very simple. All you buy is your unique tablet, and use whatever tablets you do have with those stats. Over to our Waystones, I do not use the Omen of Chaotic Monsters. Those you can use again, which can increase more rare monsters, which is fantastic, but I just use a raw map of whatever the stat is. Again, as I said, I keep this budget friendly. All I do is I Regal and Exalt all my maps, and then I look for a map which has rare monsters and hopefully have the percentage as high as possible, and we look for item rarity. If you can have them both at a decent value, you use that map and you carry on with your life. Like this particular one has 78 rare monsters and 22 rarity. That's great, I run it. And this is what I try and do. I even run all these maps with a 20, that's a magic one, a rare one with 26 rare monsters and 45 rarity, for example. I just keep running those maps over and over again. Any currency you drop then is pretty much raw currency, because all you have to do is pay off your Orb of Annulments. So let's get into a map here, for example, and then we maybe can go over pretty much the way I go. I am not looking too much into the maps per se to see what is the best map to use or what is the worst. Again, I don't really know the names. Try and avoid the worst maps that you do know. For me, I do know Augury, Molten Vault, Sun Temple. Those 3 I pretty much know. I cannot use. I'm not an expert. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of awesome people on the net that definitely can give us a spreadsheet. So then I will just slap in, let's just slap in this one because it's got nice magic monsters. I can even use the lowest one, like here's a 14 additional abysses. It's not that great. But anyway, we're going to open up our map. So once we're in the map, your main thing is you will be activating your Delirium over here. Now, please always ensure that your Delirium is active throughout your entire map. You're going to have to be running through the map, kill the little fragments of monsters that spawns, just to ensure that your Delirium stays active all the time. To assist with this, on my on my Atlas tree, I do not even have all my Delirium points, but I do use they coming to get you, which then when we kill rare monsters, it does pause the Delirium timer for 4 seconds, which does help a little bit, making sure you have your Delirium active throughout your entire map. It is exceptionally important. We will go over the Atlas skill tree soon. So yes, we activate this, and then you're going to run through your map as per you always do. These little mirrors here, that is the mirror fragments that also helps you increase your timer a little bit, and there you shall carry on. So now you run through your map. I'm pretty sure it is well documented. Hopefully I don't go and die soon. But then we will look for abyss pits. Now, of course, the hope will be, and when you do see abyss tablets, pick them up all the time. The hope is going to be that you're going to get the AMANAMU mod, which it looks like this map I am lucky. They are going to then spawn these little freaking clouds. Do not kill them in the clouds. Wait for them to come out. They will then drop. If you see the dextral and the dextral necromancies and sinistral, then you know you killed them outside. And then we have a chance to get the very lucrative omens of light and then the abyssal echoes. They might not be worth that much, but if you get a lot of them, you can make a lot of currency. So pretty much I'll be running towards them. I want to spawn the monsters, and then I wait for a bit just for them to spawn, do their little cloud shenanigans, and then I have to wait for them and try and lure them out. Sometimes they do get stuck and they don't want to come out. It's very annoying, I know, but you can play on your time. Like I said, this is casual, friendly. I'm just playing, again, I'm not min-maxing. I don't have the absolute beast build in the world. Like I said, try not to kill them in the smoke, because then we will not get the good drops of the light or the abyssal echoes, which is fine. Or maybe you can kill them where there is a slight downtime in when they have their smoke, like there, the smoke went down, and then you can kill them in between that very short window where they have to make another little smoke void thingy. And so that is your rotation. Like I said, we have to keep running around killing more rare monsters, which extends the duration of our delirium, and then that is the way you go. Should you get a map where you do not have the AMANAMU mod, because that is why I don't think I said that, but I'm pretty sure most of us should know by now. The monster must have the AMANAMU freaking tag under their name, but should he not have it, then of course you can run the map as normal, kill whatever you want. Maybe you are lucky and you do get a raw Divine Orb drop, which then kind of pays for your Orb of Annulments that you are using. Sorry, just taking off Headhunter so I do not shroud walk into the freaking void and lose that lucrative currency. But anyway, that is your rotation. So complete that map and just do it on every map. Eventually you are going to get your money back, and I just died because I'm an absolute noob. But anyway, I'm not even going to cut that out. We're going to leave it there. But that is your rotation. If you don't get your AMANAMU, you carry on. My multitasking is terrible. So, over then to our Atlas skill tree. I'm kind of sad because that was probably going to be a very good map. But we leave it there because that's what we do. On my Atlas, I am, like I said, my main thing for my Delirium, I am just using where I can extend the duration just to make it easier to keep my Delirium active. And then the good old standard Abyss map, you go all the way to Lightless Legions, my controller, come on, which then gives you a better chance to have the monsters loyal to the AMANAMU, which is great. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. You just got to keep going, keep mapping, and just have it incorporated into your day-to-day activities. That's all I say. And for example, since, when was it, Sunday night, I was just under 300 Divine Orbs. As of right now, I'm on 2,000 Divine Orbs, which for me as a casual gamer, it's been insane. So I've streamed this, we've seen it, it's really cool, it's very basic, Again, just to summarize, unique Abyss tablet, go and buy them between 4 to whatever Orb of Annulments. Ensure your Abyss tablet has Abyssal modifiers on, and then your Delirium tablet, if you can get rarity, etc. There you go. And your maps, just have as much rare monster plus as you can, and item rarity if you're lucky. And I do hope this will help you. It's very simple, very straightforward. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Keep well. Cheers, friends.